Trump targets Democrat agencies amid intensifying shutdown blame game. Former U.S. President Donald Trump escalated his rhetoric over the ongoing government shutdown, vowing to use the crisis as leverage against what he called Democrat-run agencies. Speaking at a political event on Thursday, Trump argued that the shutdown presented an opportunity to clear out dead wood within the federal government, while giving no indication he was willing to offer concessions to Democrats in Congress. The shutdown, which has left thousands of federal employees without pay and disrupted services across the country, stems from a deepening partisan standoff over budget priorities. Republicans and Democrats have traded blame over the deadlock, with Trump insisting that Democrats are responsible for blocking what he describes as common-sense spending reforms. The fact is, Washington is bloated with waste. This shutdown is exposing the agencies that do little more than push the Democrat agenda. Maybe it's time to get rid of them once and for all. Democrats, however, rejected Trump's claims, accusing him of weaponizing the shutdown for political gain. Party leaders emphasized that funding essential government services should not be held hostage to partisan disputes. Instead of punishing working families, the president should come to the table with serious solutions, a Democratic spokesperson said. The shutdown is not a bargaining chip, it's a crisis for millions of Americans. The prolonged stalemate has fueled frustration nationwide, with federal workers staging protests and unions warning of long-term economic consequences. Analysts note that while both parties face political risks, Trump appears intent on framing the shutdown as a test of strength, portraying Democrats as defenders of a bloated bureaucracy and himself as a reformer willing to take drastic action. As the standoff drags on, pressure is mounting on lawmakers in both parties to reach a resolution. But with Trump signaling no retreat and Democrats standing firm, the path forward remains uncertain. Mounting pressure on Capitol Hill. On Capitol Hill, lawmakers scrambled to contain the political fallout. Behind closed doors, congressional aides confirmed that negotiations have stalled, with neither side willing to yield ground on key budget demands. Republicans aligned with Trump echoed his calls to trim federal spending, while Democrats accused the former president of pushing the government toward dysfunction to score political points. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, DNY, warned that the prolonged shutdown was eroding public trust. Every day this drags on, families suffer, businesses suffer, and America suffers. It's time to put aside political grandstanding and pass a clean funding bill. House Republicans, however, remained largely united behind Trump's hardline stance. The American people want accountability, not endless bureaucracy, said Rep. Jim Jordan Ojai. This shutdown is about standing up to wasteful agencies and demanding better government. Impact on federal workers and services. As the political clash deepens, the shutdown's effects are spreading nationwide. Airports have reported longer security lines as Transportation Security Administration, TSA, employees continue working without pay. National parks have closed or limited services, frustrating tourists and hurting local economies depending on visitor traffic. Federal workers' unions have condemned the standoff, warning that prolonged uncertainty could drive skilled employees out of government service. Our members are dedicated public servants, said Everett Kelly, president of the American Federation of Government Employees, but they cannot keep working indefinitely without paychecks while politicians argue on television. Uncertain path ahead. Political analysts say the showdown may drag on for weeks unless one side softens their position. Some warn that Trump's confrontational approach could galvanize his base, but alienate moderate voters, especially as public frustration grows. The longer this lasts, the greater the risk of political backlash, said Dr. Elaine Camark, a senior fellow at the Brookings Institution. Shutdowns rarely benefit either party, but Trump seems to believe he can turn it into a symbol of strength. With no breakthrough in sight, Americans face the prospect of an extended government freeze. For now, both Trump and Democratic leaders appear locked in a test of wills, each betting the other will bear the brunt of public blame.